In psychology papers, statistical data is essential for supporting research findings, analyzing trends, and drawing valid conclusions. Whether you're writing a research paper, thesis, or an essay, presenting statistical data clearly and accurately is critical to ensure your work is both credible and scientifically sound. Psychology students often face challenges when incorporating statistical data into their assignments. This guide provides useful tips and guidelines for effectively presenting statistical data in psychology papers, so you can communicate your findings clearly and professionally. Understanding the role of statistical data in psychology. Statistical data serves as the backbone for evidence-based conclusions in psychology research. It helps to A. Quantify relationships between variables, e.g. correlation between two behaviors or conditions. B. Determine significance, e.g. testing hypotheses with t-tests ANOVA. C. Summarize data, e.g. using means, medians, and standard deviations. By presenting statistical data effectively, you demonstrate the reliability of your research and provide strong evidence for your hypotheses and conclusions. Tips for presenting statistical data in psychology papers. 1. Know your audience. Before diving into the specifics of presenting data, it's important to understand your audience. When writing for a psychology class, your readers, professors, peers, are familiar with basic statistical concepts, but may not be experts in advanced statistical methods. Aim to present your data in a way that is clear and concise without overwhelming your audience with too much technical jargon. 2. Use descriptive statistics. Descriptive statistics are vital for summarizing the main characteristics of your data, making it easier for readers to understand the results. Common descriptive statistics in psychology papers include A. Mean, the average score in your dataset. B. Median, the middle value when the data is ordered. Is mode, the most frequent value in the dataset. A. Standard deviation, a measure of how spread out the values are. Presenting these statistics allows readers to understand the central tendency and variability of your data. 3. Visual representation, graphs and tables. Visuals such as graphs and tables make statistical data more accessible and easier to interpret. Consider including 1. Bar graphs, for comparing categories or groups. 2. Histograms, for showing the distribution of data. 3. Pie charts, for presenting proportions. 4. Line graphs, for depicting trends over time. Ensure that all visuals are well labeled, including titles, axes, and units of measurement. A good table or graph should tell a story without the need for extensive written explanation. 4. Be transparent with statistical tests. If you use inferential statistics to test hypotheses, t-tests, ANOVA, regression analysis, you need to report the results clearly. This includes test type, independent t-test, paired t-test. Test statistic, e.g. t-value, f-value. Degrees of freedom, diff. P-value, the significance level of your results. Typically, a p-value less than 0.05 is considered statistically significant. Effect size indicates the magnitude of the relationship. Ensure that the interpretation of statistical tests is straightforward. For example, if the p-value is less than 0.05, you might conclude that the results are statistically significant, implying that the observed effect is unlikely due to chance. 5. Avoid overloading with data. While statistical data is important, overloading your readers with too many figures or technical details can detract from your main argument. Focus on the most relevant statistics, and only include data that directly supports your hypothesis or research question. You can also integrate statistical data seamlessly into the narrative of your paper. For example, the mean score for the experimental group, M equals 78.4, SD equals 10.2, was significantly higher than that of the control group, M equals 65.2, SD equals 12.3, TU 34, equals 2.98, P equals 0.05. This allows you to present data without breaking the flow of your argument. 6. Ensure accuracy and consistency. Double-check all calculations, figures, and tables to ensure that they are accurate. Statistical errors can undermine the credibility of your entire paper. Consistency is also key. Make sure the format you use for reporting statistical data is uniform throughout your paper. 7. Referencing statistical software. In modern psychology research, statistical analysis often involves software tools such as SPSS, R, or Excel. If you use such tools to perform your analysis, you should reference the software used in your methodology section. This gives your readers insight into how the analysis was conducted and adds transparency to your research process. If you need help presenting statistical data or writing any section of your psychology paper, our team of experts at Psychology Assignment Help is here to assist.